Hey, okay, short video for you. Hey, what I've got is a little P51 that I've masked off some areas around the fuselage. I originally painted it completely aluminum. You can kind of see that. The rudder will actually get changed to gray eventually, but what I'm going to do is spray some different metallic colors. They're just slightly off the base color, and it represents, a difference in different type of metals that are used on the airplane in different various areas. It kind of breaks up the whole thing from being just like slab silver. So this has actually got a lot of prep to it. It was sanded to about 6,000 grit, and then a primer, and then sanded again to 6,000. And I put a gloss coat black on right underneath the silver, and the silver is really lightly coated. And what it does is it gives it, it's hard to see in the video, you won't be able to see it in the video, but the black base and really thin coats of aluminum over top of it kind of allow it to show through. It gives it more of a metallic appearance than if you were to coat the silver on top of like a gray primer or something like that. So anyway, airbrush being powered by the fancy compressor that you sent me. This is a little a secondary water tap on it so that we don't get any water through it all. These paints are lacquer based. They're really super thin metallics, and they airbrush phenomenally right out of the bottle, but we want to make sure that we don't get any water mixed in with them at all. Sorry, I don't have a light inside the booth here. What I've got is there's a fan on the back of this box, and then a furnace filter here. And so I turn the furnace filter on. I've got it set up on a little switch, and that's actually got some dryer vent to it. And I'll turn the compressor on. That's got a dryer vent onto it that is actually vented out the window down here in the basement. And it's a big clutter down here, but that's how I work. So. With these really thin metallics, I want to set the pressure really low. Which is a good thing about this compressor. It's actually got a water trap on it, but it also has a regulator, so I can really get the pressure way down. You'll see this is a two-stage, so I've got air coming out of it. It's hard to see, but I do have air coming out of the compressor, and then I pull back on the trigger and I start to get a little bit of paint, and so I can regulate it depending on how I move the trigger. I really like the two-stagers like that. So I'll just put a really, really thin coat on. You probably can't see it at all in the video, but I'll try to give you a bit of a close-up after. it, and a ton of work for a ton of masking work for just a little bit of paint. And I've got some other parts here that I do want to paint in one of the metallics, but it'll be it's part of the canopy. So here's the canopy. It's all masked off, and it has the zinc chromate on it. So if you see it from the inside, if you're actually able to see through the clear portion to the inside, it'll look like the inside's painted a zinc chromate green first, and then the silver will go over top of that. Actually, realistically, what I should do, in fact, I will do it. I'm going to put a gloss black over top of that first, so that the metals will show through really well. So no more metallics right now. That's it. Just a quick paint on that one.